Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy Monday, happy week of Christmas. I can't believe it is already here. This week of Christmas, then next week's New Year's, and then we're into 2022, and I can't believe it. But regardless, it's happening. So I hope you all are ready for Christmas this week or whatever holidays you celebrate, and ready to start a new year sooner than later and take some time to enjoy with your family and friends this season. Speaking of which, I'm back from vacation. It's a harsh reality to come back, but I'm here on this Monday giving you your update. And what I wanted to talk about today is what a normal market even looks like, if we even know what that looks like anymore. And wanted to share a post from the Cromford report about that because I find it interesting and also, a little bit funny that to us, a seller's market seems to be a normal market. Anyway, if this is your first time to my channel, my name is Caitlin McKegg. I'm a real estate broker here in the Phoenix, Arizona area, and I help buyers and sellers find and sell their homes here in Phoenix. And every Monday I do a market update on what's going on in the Phoenix real estate market in hopes that it helps you in your buying or selling journey. So let's dive in. So talking about a normal market, I have some notes behind me. That's why I am looking, because I want to get these numbers right. So in the past 21 years, and I'm speaking specifically about Greater Phoenix, the supply and demand indexes have only come together twice in those last 21 years. And when those two indices come together, that means we're in a balanced market. Okay, so that means we've only had balance twice in the last 21 years. First time was from the years of 2000 to 2003, and then we saw it again in the years 2014 and 2015. Also, there have only been two buyer's markets recorded during that same time frame. Those were from 2006 to 2009. We all know that story. And then again, for a brief 3 months in 2010, just a mild buyer's market. Now, for seller's markets, those were recorded from 2003 to 2005, again from 2011 to 2013, and 2015 to 2021. And the last 18 months have really been an extreme seller's market here in Phoenix. So long story short, what does a normal market even look like? To us here in Phoenix, it's basically a seller's market. That's kind of where we've been hanging out for most of the last 21 years. To give you an idea of time frame, so we've been in a buyer's market for a combined total of 3.6 years in the last 21 years, a balanced market for a total of 4.6 years, and a seller's market for 12.9 years. So clearly a huge difference in time frames in a seller's market versus a balanced or a buyer's market here in Phoenix. So our definition of normal has kind of changed over the years. We get very used to homes selling in a month or relatively quickly, and sellers having an advantage. But we have to remember that a balanced market is a little bit of a different story. That would feel pretty stark to us if we moved into a balanced market right now. As we talk about 2022 and if the market is going to soften or slow down or anything like that, keep in mind that that just means that it's probably going to be a less extreme seller's market. It would take a lot for us to get to a balanced market from where we're at today. And as I said, it would feel very different if we went into a balanced market coming out of where we are today. So we've kind of gotten used to this seller's market situation. That's what we're in now. And I just thought it was interesting to share that information because over the last 21 years, I mean, it's hard to say that we've really seen much of a buyer's market at all. And I know a lot of people I talk to say that they're waiting for a buyer's market or when will it be a buyer's market again. There's a good example of how often that's happened in the last 21 years, as well as keeping in mind that big chunk of the buyer's market was when we had the financial crisis, which hopefully will never happen again to that extent. So, you know, I don't know that we're going to see anything like that in terms of an advantage for a buyer anytime soon, if ever. So that is what normal looks like in our market today. Let's talk a little bit about the Cromford Market Index, which I talk about every week. If you're new here, the Cromford report is something that I'm a subscriber to as a realtor, and I share that information with all of you on this channel. And they have an index that is called the Cromford Market Index, and it measures supply and demand in our market. And basically, if that number is above 110, it means we're in a seller's market. If it's below 90, we're in a buyer's market. And it has been very slowly creeping up further into a seller's market. So right now we're at 381.6. Before I left on vacation, we were still in the 370s. So we've definitely creeped up a little bit since I've been gone. Our demand is sitting at 23.1, which means we're about 23.1% above normal for demand, and our supply is sitting at 32.3, which means that we're about 68% below normal for our supply. And as I say every week, that's the big issue right now. We have no supply and we have a lot of demand, and until those two things come together, it's going to continue to push our prices upwards. So that's where we stand this week with the CMI. That is the history of the last 21 years as far as what kind of markets we've seen here in Phoenix. So I hope that's some helpful info for you. If you would like any more information about Phoenix real estate or need some help in buying or selling, you can always reach out to me by call, text, or email anytime. My information is in the description below. There's also a link where you can set up a time to chat with me as well. So that's all I've got this week. I hope everyone has a wonderful Christmas, and I will be back next week for my last update of the year. I can't believe it. I'll talk to you guys soon.